I wanted to talk to everyone today about decentralized finance and NFTs, and really why it's important for everyone to be paying attention now. So let's talk about DeFi and NFTs. And when we think about DeFi, we think about decentralized finance, and maybe some of us who are veterans in this space think that, well, there are some big guys that have now started to come into DeFi, like Kevin O'Leary, like Mark Cuban, but that's not where the money is going to come from. The money is going to come from the people that are moving from banks into crypto. And why is that going to happen? That's going to happen because of the fact that there has been more inability for people to actually move their funds as freely when it comes to banks in terms of cryptocurrency, right? So people want to be able to do whatever they want with their money. And now they don't have the capability of doing that. But one of the things that you have to focus on is really in NFT land. And so when you think about NFTs, when you think about non-fungible tokens, you have different projects that are out there. There are huge projects that are out there, gaming projects that are out there that are bringing in significant amounts of ROI for these coins that are out there, and probably will not be as scrutinized in terms of regulatory bureaus. And why is that? The reason for that is usability, use case, and growing adoption of communities. If communities are growing and more money is being put into projects and they're showing more solidity going forward, then what is the point of a regulatory bureau coming in and saying, no, you can't do that? It's just going to hurt the economy. And for the most part, the United States does things that don't hurt the economy, but in many ways, obviously they do. But my point is this: when you have gaming coins that are coming out, like the Axie Infinities of the world and things like that, where there is a growing amount of user base that is using the particular product, which is the game, right? So when they're using this play to earn model, that is only going to increase the viability of that product and that coin. And so if that increases the use case and the viability of that product, then the chance of that actually having an ability to be regulated becomes minimal. So when you're looking at, okay, I don't know where I should be diversifying to because I don't know what's going to pop. I don't know what's going to give me my 50x, my 100x, my 150x, my 1000x. I don't know what's going to do that for me. That's one of the areas that you should be looking in. So that is extremely important for you guys to understand. So that is really when we're talking about gaming coins, okay? So when we're talking about gaming coins, you definitely want to do your research on that. And especially if a gaming coin is tied to an NFT, that's definitely going to be one that's really going to be one to take notice. Now, there's a lot of these NFT marketplaces out there that, again, probably will not be as scrutinized because there is a large adoption of people that are actually going to be using these marketplaces, right? So that's really important to understand. But honestly, and I am being semi-biased when I say this because I have the inside track on it, but if you're not familiar with what we're doing with iNFTs and what NRGY is doing with iNFTs, you need to really start to become familiar with that. And the reason why I say that is because we are actually coming out with an NFT backed cryptocurrency. That means that, so when you, let me give you an example. When you go right now and you go to actually buy an NFT, you can buy an NFT, right, for whatever crazy amount of money people are selling them at, and then you can actually hold on to it. Quite possibly, maybe you can actually earn from that particular NFT a yield, right? So there are many ones that you can earn a yield on, and there are other ones that you can't, that you just have to hold on to and hope and pray that they basically go up in value. You know, like all of these, you know, ape NFTs and everything else, cyberpunks have, you know, they're like millions of dollars, but nobody ever knew or thought that that would ever go to that point where a piece of art would really be worth millions of dollars like that. But it has been, and it has gotten to that point. Now, what I want you to understand is what we're doing is we are creating NFT-backed currencies. That means that there will be a collectible side, there will be a rare side, a super rare side, and a novelty side. So we'll have different, you know, amounts of which these actual NFTs will be used, but they'll be used as currency. So let me explain what I mean by that. You could essentially have someone on the face of one of these bills, as an example, like Thomas Edison, let's say, and let's say it's worth $10, right? And that's a collectible. So you can either choose to hold on to that, or you can redeem it for USDC at any given point in time. And what's it valued at? $10. But there will also be other ones that will come out that will be rare and super rare, and you know, maybe those will have a quantity of 2 or a quantity of 5, and maybe they'll be worth $1,000 to purchase. But if, let's say, they're one of 2, that $1,000 over the next, you know, 6 months or a year even could be worth in excess of $5,000 or more. But the point of the matter is that that particular NFT, you will always be able to redeem for the value that you paid. And you can't do that in the market right now. There is nowhere that gives you the capability of saying, okay, well, I paid $45 for this NFT, and I'm going to actually sell it for $45, and immediately, I am going to get my $45 back for what I paid. That's bullshit. And anybody who tells you that is lying, because you can't. Why? Because you need a buyer. You need a buyer. And if you don't have a buyer to buy your NFT, then you are SOL. Not Solana, but you are stuck. You're stuck. And you have to hold on to that until somebody is actually willing to buy that NFT off of you. And so that puts you at a quandary, because you're like, well, hey, wait a minute. You know, I don't really want this anymore. I want to sell it, but I can't because nobody wants to buy it. Then what do? Now you're stuck, right? So we take that being stuck mechanism out of the picture, and we say, okay, you're not going to be stuck. You're going to be able to sell that NFT at any given point in time for the value that you paid for it or more. Now that not only is patented, but it is going to revolutionize the cryptocurrency market. And we are the only ones in all of crypto that can offer this. Again, this is not at the point where hundreds of thousands of people know about iNFTs, where hundreds of thousands of people know about NFT-backed crypto. They don't understand or have even seen it yet, except for our community, which is only around 2,500 people. Imagine what's going to happen when the world finds out that there is an NFT-backed crypto that has a stable value. That's the key, everyone. We're creating a stable value to this particular NFT. And our iNFT technology is going to be so revolutionary, where someone can create a contract and they will be able to take their intellectual property that they have, their IP, and they'll be able to stake it on our platform, and the fans of that particular IP will buy into it with our NFT-backed crypto, and then we'll be able to benefit from future licensing revenue. Bam! Who's got that? No one. No one has that but NRGY. NRGY is the only crypto that has that capability because we have a patent on it. So no one else will be able to even duplicate it if they tried. And honestly, it's a really complicated process if you try anyway. So more power to you for giving it a shot. What is my point? My point is, you can invest, you can put your money into the next 1000x crypto that's coming out there that you can get for 0.000007, or you can actually find out more about this, find out more about NRGY and what makes it tick, and realize that this is going to disrupt all of cryptocurrency once it's released. And the supply of NRGY itself is about 4.3 million tokens. That's already valued at less than 1/4 of the supply of Bitcoin. The difference is nobody knows about us yet. Nobody knows about us yet. What's going to happen when they do? Well, what happened to Bitcoin when people started realizing that, oh, this actually has some kind of thing that makes sense? It went up in value. It went from $850 when I first saw it to, down to $400, back up to $2,000, down to $1,000, back up to $4,000, and now we're sitting at close to $42,000. I'm telling you, with everything that we have going for NRGY, with all the products that we have coming out, with all the patented technology that we will have, we have a very, very, very good shot over the next 2 years of eclipsing $5,000 a coin. Just with everything that we have put into place now. But the world doesn't know about it yet. You see, that's the thing. That's the it factor. The it factor is that the world doesn't know about us yet. But what is going to happen when they do? What is going to happen when they find out that CyberCity is an amazing tool that anyone can use to actually grow their business? What are they going to do when they find out that iNFTs are going to be the new thing that people are going to look to instead of NFTs because they're backed by real world standards? What's going to happen then? And so that's what you have to ask yourself. Do you want to get into that project that's going to give you that either one of two things, either that 1000x right off the start, or it's going to rug pull? Or do you want to find out about something that has solidity, that's going to be around for a great number of years, and where you are in control of your money at all times? And you can even grow your coins, because we have staking capabilities for 100 weeks, and we're at week 32 right now. So you can actually get up to 4% compounding every single week when you stake energy. And you can be rewarded for bringing other people into NRGY, and those rewards are paid directly into your MetaMask account. Now think about everything that I've just shared with you. Think about the dynamics of all of that. And what if you had 100,000 people involved within that project? Where do you really think that the value of NRGY will be? We are looking for influencers across many different demographics right now. So we are looking for influencers across Asia. So if you're watching this and you're someone who's in Asia, we definitely want to get in contact with you. So message me ASAP, okay? If you're somebody who has any kind of prominent influence, has a following, what we're doing now is we're setting up strategy calls that are 30 to 45 minutes long to basically show you what we are doing with NRGY and how you can essentially bring your community to our project